Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Drewlik and we're doing PvP. So today we are facing another team in Ranked Arena, and this is a very odd gimmick type of thing. We have an enemy scoundrel or operative, if that was a Imperial team. Now they're not seen too much in arenas, but they are more viable in 3.0 since they have got very good damage mitigation. And it's very difficult to make something like an operative work, and their composition is kind of weird because they've got an operative and a deception shadow right there. I don't know what it's called, darkness or something like that on the public side. No, darkness would be the tank tree. I don't care what it's called. It's a deception assassin right there. So he's single target damage only, and they're playing this kind of weird double melee burst type comp thing, and have been I don't know. I think they have been quite successful with that. And this is not the first game we are playing against them. This is a bit into the evening right here, where they have kind of accommodated for us just bursting the operative right there, and they kind of know that that's going to happen, and the operative is very careful about only rolling when these thermal detonators are into him, so this completely mitigates any damage coming into there. So the very first burst goes on to the Sage right there. You can see the double thermal detonator again, and he just had to break bubble it because I did use my net on him, so he did actually break bubble that, so he wasn't killed right there. And it's also very good for us because we traded a net against two 3-minute cooldowns, and it's always very good for us because if we do that again, he's going to be dead most certainly. So with the bit of rest of the game in which we just kind of mitigate the damage, go back and forth with everything. This is the kind of type of situations in which we do switch now to the Sage. So this is coming in right here, and this is just where the heavy damage should come in, but it does not, because he does not get stunned, and he just could easily heal himself against that, and also got the guard. So if we do a switch, we do have to kind of prepare the stun a bit better. It has to be ready at all times so we can kill the people more easily. And this is where just randomly the operative died. He misused his roll right there and did not see what danger he was in. Maybe he wasn't paying attention or something like that. That's the only thing I can imagine right there, because that was just a very simple switch, and he just got killed completely by that. So I believe that their levels of focus are going to increase in the next round, as the tank and the healer just stuck because they did not want to continue playing this. Now this guy is wasting our time a bit with his nice cooldowns, and the round 2 commences. Now, if you're playing against these burst type comps, you always have to be aware of what the enemy damage dealers are doing. And one quick tip I can kind of give: if you are playing a tank against a comp like this, you can always have a look at which person they are targeting, because most generally both of the damage dealers will target the same member of your group just to burst them. And if that happens, they need guard. So you can, put one of the enemy damage dealers in a focus target, and can have the other one in your main target, and then you can have a look at which target they're actually targeting, which is quite helpful in that regard. So with that, with that being said, that's just kind of the thing you can do against this. On the other hand, I do not want my enemies to play any better because I still want to win. Just kidding. I always want to challenge, and they are quite nice at surviving and doing so. Actually, they are prepared for this kind of burst in the second round. Now we fake out the damage onto the operative, and he does get the guard, and now we are all onto the Jedi Shadow. Now he's stunned, he does get the guard as the tank broke that, and he got pulled over by his healer colleague right there, and used his very big, it was very big in that situation, and our guy just got killed right there. What I was saying, he used his force cloak right there to mitigate some damage. Now, as you could see, our powetech just randomly died right there. Our tank wasn't fast enough with switching the guard, and he wasn't fast enough with using a cooldown. It wasn't that he didn't have a cooldown or he was stunned, he just simply didn't use it because that was a mistake of him. So they took advantage of that mistake, very nicely done right there. This is what their comp is for. They also have got very strong single target damage with the Shadow and the Operative, or I always call it the wrong names. It's a Shadow and a Scoundrel. So with these two, very heavily single target oriented damage dealers, they just completely obliterated him right there, and did so very well. Just both sides always have to be aware of how much damage can be dealt at an instant. That is something which you most generally have to just pay attention to, because it's very difficult to play against. So I just get pulled in, and immediately, he puts down this thing in which I have the security, and now that we're focusing a bit more, I just blind the healer so that we can more easily kill the Operative right here. So this is back to the roots. Operative is the main damage target right here. Now he uses the Sunbreak on the net and vanishes, so he does not get killed. Now he uses his dodge and rolls around to mitigate some more damage, as you can see, and he just gets healed up, and he has got the guard. So that was a very nice burning of their cooldowns, and very nice attempt at killing him. Didn't work out with the killing so much, unfortunately, but a lot of cooldowns were used, so that's nice that kind of happened. So, kicking the tank down right now, so he's not in range anymore for any target we want to burst. And, this is kind of a situation in which we want to, kick the tank down again. And now the healer is forced to force barrier. So we've got a lot of cooldowns out. We've got cooldowns out on the Operative. We've got cooldowns out on the healer. And if we do another switch right now, it should work out quite nicely. So as you can see right now, this is the next switch coming into the Scoundrel right here. Now he gets bursted to 1% at 600 HP, gets up to 4%, rolls again defensively, and gets healed up again. Now this was a very sad moment. For us, we were screaming in voice. He didn't die. You could call it kind of lucky, but also, I don't know what else to say to that than, well played. Like 1%. That was 1%. Like, what the hell? And I'm not being sarcastic with the well played thing, because you kept a cool head and kind of just rolled around, mitigated all possible damage, as we killed the other guy. Right there. Now this is a bit of a shame what we're doing right now, because we're not getting the cleanup as easy as we should. And yeah, again because of the Scoundrel thing, they have got very good damage mitigation with their roll, because they've just get 100% tech and tech force and melee resist. Yeah, so they can just easily mitigate any thermal detonators or whatever you're trying to put onto him, and at 1% that was just very necessary that happened. And yeah, in general, we're just kind of going back and forth right here. Now this guy again, just kind of mitigates the damage again. Thermal detonator just rolls right off of him, and we're just doing a terrible job of actually killing some, doing the cleanup job right here. And yeah, just kind of a sign of a very good team is, we've got very many different ways of actually killing them. We have got the Carbonize, we have got the intimidating scream or intimidating roar, I don't know what it's called, of the Juggernaut to see everybody. We have got a single target blind on the healer or the tank, and we have got the casted CC from our healer, and we also have got the option to kick the tank out of the team and then just burst a random member. So that's always very much the options that you have. And the sign for a good team is if you can seamlessly transition between every single one of your possibilities to burst. So for example, if you start off with the Carbonize and everybody breaks immediately, and 18 seconds later you do the same combo again, nobody's going to have a cooldown up. So if you are very fast at doing it as we're doing out here, just kick that tank out. He's not in range for the guard right here, and the healer just gets killed. So that was kind of you know, one of the ways we can adequately deal damage, and we're not very good at utilizing, you know, this very fast-paced way of doing it in quick succession. So we have to kind of work on that, and you know, the enemy teams we faced that day have to kind of work on the appropriate guard switch, because a lot of it is dependent on that. But it was a very nice evening, very nice games, very nice enemy teams, as always. My name is Drewlik, you've been watching PvP. Have a good one.